You're listening to Miscast Commentary.
Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary, the coming attractions episode. I'm Joe Finley.
And I'm Todd Tebow the Sailor Murray.
That is still true of both of us.
Yeah.
And we are going to make this a shorter episode.
I noticed the camera the other time. I was in the bathroom. Like that's my life.
Yeah.
And I came out. Oh, with that, I'm supposed to tell you to drink your Metamucil, people.
Yeah. Drink that
before you go to bed at night. But I noticed this. My girlfriend, my old lady. I'm a sailor. It's my old lady.
That's right.
Was watching this show, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But with you there in the room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like I feel like Vin Diesel watching the Fast and the Furious franchise and jacking off on myself.
That is literally how Vin Diesel watches.
Oh
the
my
Fast
God,
and the
yes. That's why The
Furious.
Rock was so pissed off with him. But I noticed the camera watching us right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, woo!
Yeah, we have been, anybody who hasn't seen, if you go to our YouTube page, just look up Miscast Commentary. We've been posting some behind the scenes video ahead of time for these episodes, so you can kind of get a little glimpse of
The
what's
realness.
going on and the professionalism of our studio, which is nothing but my living room, which
Yeah.
is why you occasionally hear cats meow.
We should have it, the real way with like that guy that's, passed out all the time over here behind us. It's like a drug den.
Uncle
Really.
Steve.
Uncle Stevie.
He's not related to me.
Yeah.
It's just how it goes.
Sticky hand Stevie, they call him. Sticky, the stickiest hands this side of the Mississippi.
Ew. But
I don't know what side of the Mississippi we're on, but
Yeah. Well, we're north.
What?
We're about as goddamn north as it gets.
that guy was told me that Atlas really fucked me over.
Yeah, we're the end of the Underground Railroad, baby.
Or the beginning.
No. Well, yeah.
We
yes.
must have sent somebody back. You're not working out. You're going back. This is not working out.
I think if 50 Cent came out the bit.
Oh, Lord.
Like he came out
Yeah,
and he's like,
just go for
he's
it.
got his like grill on. He's like,
The fuck is that guy at? I
Hey,
never
the
liked
club.
50 Cent. I want everybody in the world to know that when he came out like up in the club, I never liked him.
He was
He
worth a
couldn't
nickel.
rap. Yeah, he couldn't rap for shit. What a punk ass.
Basically, he's whining to music.
Yeah.
I'm in the club, man.
Or like his wonderful rhyming skills, like you be a nympho and I'll be a nympho.
Well, they do rhyme.
And I'm like,
It's-
say the
Like,
same
they
word.
They sound the same. I heard a song the other day where they did that, and I'm like, come on, you're a goddamn professional. How did this make it into
all this
thing?
crap. Like, well, Kendrick Lamar's coming out, which will probably be pretty good.
But this was something older. This was like something, and I can't even remember who it was now. And I'm like, I expect better of you, random person.
Yeah.
And oh, you know what it was? I think it was the White Stripes. It was the hardest button to button.
Yes.
Because he says he rhymes in it with in it.
I think I know, yeah.
There was a something with something in it. It just a box with something in it.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
unless I'm
Well,
getting that wrong.
He's too busy, like, taking care of his, like,
Sister
his
wife.
half-retarded sister wife. Exactly. Like, he's too busy looking at her, like, don't you run off this time. She's in the
does
middle of drumming. She's like, ooh. She drops the sticks and wanders off.
She
and-
does look a little slack-jawed, and she does use the drums that the guy from the Presidents of the United States of America used.
She borrowed his kit. He's not using it.
We had a legitimate discussion in the 90s. We are 90s kids. But we had a legitimate discussion saying we could easily start a band. Look at the Presidents of the United States of America. That bass player has 2 strings.
Yep.
That guitar player has 3 strings.
There was no strings.
And that
they
was-
animated his
Yeah.
guitar strings.
And then there was a kettle drum. Like
it was
with
just
a,
the
or a
kick
snare
and then the snare. That was
Yeah,
it.
that-
It was the one circle one that you hit with your stick and
Yeah.
then the one your foot does.
Yeah, it could have been like a one-man band. That wouldn't have been enough stuff for him.
Oh, yeah. He's like,
To
this
have
is
a-
not. I
He's
saw
like,
one
"Where's the
man band
harmonica?"
once. It was hilarious.
Oh, that's great.
It was pretty cool, though. He had like the guitar on a thing in front of
Yeah.
him, and he had a different guitar, and then he was terrible, though. He must have just started being like a one-man band because we were like, this is awful. Like,
He was a guy who put in a Craigslist ad for a band.
Yeah.
And nobody came, so he's like, fine, I got all the equipment. I'll just strap it to myself.
well, like he clearly wasn't even good at playing one instrument. Like you couldn't play them all. Like you got to get good at one instrument. I hope you're listening, buddy. I can't remember. It was in Leamington or Kingsville or something. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, nobody from there listens. But anyways,
Wait, what?
if you are listening, chin up, fucker.
Yeah, keep practicing, bud.
Yeah,
Shoot
we're
for the stars.
we're rooting for you. Not to the point where we're going to do
yeah.
anything about it.
No.
We did have a bit of a tough time again this week getting in. Todd was just telling me he got in just a few minutes late. He ran in the door and he locked it behind him. So what was going on?
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Holy moly. There was a whole thing.
Okay.
The whole thing
So
that
is
went
that
down.
it?
Well, okay, so I'm going to this costume party,
Mhm.
but you have to dress up like electronics.
Oh.
So I went with my man lover, Mansuelo. That's just his nickname that I say on the radio.
Yeah.
He's a celebrity. So, you know, I also can't say the name because he's married. I'm sort of in a relationship a little bit. But anyways, like just a bit. But so we had agreed that he would go as the Nintendo Switch itself and I would go as the dock.
Nice.
So during the party, he would literally enter me,
Yes.
right? And we would light up. It was this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then we were trying it out at home. Upon enterage, there was a whole short out thing. He got stuck. We were stuck together. Looked like some fucking weird thing out of something you see on that Face Off show where they create weird monsters and stuff. So we had to try to pull each other apart. Sparks went flying. Lamp lit on fire. There was cat peed. It was like just this domino effect.
And you know, a cat
of
pee
this
smells.
of this awfulness. So that is why there is you know, if you're wondering why Tony Danza was stuck to my back right now,
Moaner.
then you know that's it.
Nice.
So we had to get the Jaws of Life. We had to go. Actually, the worst part of it was that the hospital wouldn't take us. We had to call a Nintendo warranty department.
They cover that?
They are sending a giant refrigerator box. The two of us have to get into it and mail ourselves to Japan.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I don't know, when I'm going to do this.
They should really get a system in Mississauga.
They should really get one there, I agree. And so the reason that I'm late is because I was waiting for postage.
Oh.
This happened like 3 weeks ago. Sorry, yeah, I've been waiting for postage.
Oh my God.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm tearing up. I'm tearing up. I apologize. I had a really bad coughing fit. It was interesting.
So wait a second.
Yeah.
So what were you? You had a thing?
Well, yeah, actually, thanks for bringing it up.
Hey, not a problem.
It was quite a harrowing tale. It's been a couple months in the making.
Yeah.
It all goes back to when I started doing the...
What?
Oh, sorry.
Do you hear that?
Yeah. Don't worry.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's just... Don't worry. It's just... It's setting the mood.
Where's that coming from?
What?
Exactly.
From your heart, baby.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I needed to return some jewelry.
Okay.
I bought it for my wife, and we tried to resize it, but it didn't, and so it fit her.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got it back, it started to turn her finger green.
Okay.
Because her skin has very high tastes.
Right.
And she's very high maintenance like that.
Right.
So, I had to return this jewelry all the way back in this mountain on the other side of the world.
You purchased it there?
I purchased, yeah, it's a rare, there's rare gems, and I have to...
Rare gems that turn your finger green.
Well, some of them, yes. I didn't know, okay? I'm sorry. We tried to put some clear coat nail polish on the inside. It didn't work out. Okay. But anyways, so I went there, and I didn't know how to find the place. It was a real pain, and I didn't have my roaming features on my phone, so I couldn't use my GPS. Okay. And so it was a real thing. So I met up with a group of guys, and so they decided to help me.
What guys?
But I'm sorry. I have a life outside of you.
What the fuck?
I know, but we started to travel to drop off this ring. Okay. It was a ring, by the way. Okay. And on our way there, we met a group of deformed people.
Oh my God.
And they all started trying to steal the ring from me.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and they were attacking us. And
oh my God, why do they want the ring so bad?
I couldn't even begin to tell you why. This must be a really popular store or something like
okay,
that.
Right.
But we're fighting to get through, and it's good news that 3 of the guys that I met were actually they were just on a tourist visa, and they all knew Krav Maga.
Oh, so they thank God.
They helped us get
What a lucky break.
I know, but they were all very short.
Huh.
But I wouldn't fuck with them because they knew Krav Maga.
Yeah. What is that?
So, well, it's like
Krav Maga?
It's Jewish kung fu.
Oh, no, I thought it was like kung fu that had to do with craft products.
Yeah. Yes. No, it's like it's the Israeli fighting style.
Ah.
It's like hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Jewish
Wow.
kung fu sounds better. So
So these guys, they want this ring.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we get through all of that, and then we have to make the final march up the mountain. This was not well. This is why I ordered online initially.
Right.
But the shipping costs to get it back were just like,
Understood.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
So we're going up the mountain, and then we almost get caught because I didn't have my receipt.
Oh, come on.
Right now, the person who works behind the counter there, cool about that stuff,
Right.
knows their products, but the friggin' head office people were down at the bottom. They could not abide by me not having my receipt.
Right.
So I had to hide from them and all that. And then there was this big, on the top of the mountain, there was this big orange security camera that was pointing down at us.
Oh,
it was
my
like
God.
it could see us. And the only thing my friends could do, they distracted it by getting their dicks out and just like giving them
Oh, yeah.
flops and
Yeah.
and they had a lot
Wow.
of sword fights and all this kind of stuff.
This big
going.
orange camera.
And it drew the gaze of the camera and allowed us
Right.
to get up that mountain. And I went in and I was like, oh god! So my one friend came with me because I needed security. just in
Right.
case, right.
Right.
And I'm sorry that I
My
left that out.
God.
I know. And just as I'm about to return it, he takes it out of my hand and he's like, "I'll give you the money for this."
Oh, my God.
And then when I told him that I would give him that because I didn't have my receipt, and it turned out they weren't. The person wasn't as cool about it as they said.
Right.
He did this giant dance of joy, and then he fell.
Oh, my God. What?
He fell down the mountain.
He fell?
Yeah, and like forever. Because the thing we didn't know is that the one side of the mountain had an escalator, like an up escalator.
Oh, Jesus.
And he fell down that escalator, so he was falling.
Still falling,
he's
maybe.
Still falling, and he died like 30 seconds in. So
Oh,
he's just like
my
pieces of him
God.
were falling off because, like I said, this was a long.
So what happened to the ring?
Oh, I got it. And I sold it on eBay.
Oh.
Yeah,
What a harrowing tale.
yeah.
Oh, my God. It was like a journey you went on.
It was quite a journey. We went. I went there, then I came back again.
Oh, my word. The first part seems like without commercials would take you like 3.5 hours or something.
It was roughly that if you don't count the flight.
Right.
But it really, really tied in. It really reminded me of a movie that I wanted to make
it
us
does?
do.
It reminds you of a movie?
Yeah, it did. It did.
Your real life
Yeah,
story?
yeah. No, this like it was the second it was over, and I was coming back on my flight, and I was like, wow, you know what?
It's Rocky. Does it remind you of Rocky?
A little bit, but it's not the one.
Oh.
It was Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh. 3.
Yeah, yeah. But no, I think we all know what movie this reminds us of.
I hope somebody at home is still like, I have no idea. Absolutely no. Grafrau, don't. It's okay.
You guys already did a Star War with all that space karate.
Are we watching Roadhouse again? What?
I said that actually one time. Well, I went in with my brother-in-law and we went in to watch episode 7. I went in and I'm like, I can't wait to watch all the space karate. And I said it as loud as I could because I know somebody went home and told somebody. They're like, some idiot was like space karate. Like, they don't even understand.
It's just regular karate in space.
Yeah, it's just like weightless or whatever.
Yeah, would it be space kung fu? It's kind of like if you go to China, you don't go to like, hey, can I have some Chinese food?
Yeah. No, well, you wouldn't get anything that you'd order here anyways.
Oh, hell no.
I was like, I think if you go to New York, you get more realistic stuff. But if you go here, it's just like one big piece of battered chicken with like ketchup and vinegar on top.
That sounds good.
Which is essentially, by the way, if you're ordering a sweet and sour sauce, that's what it is. It's ketchup and vinegar.
That's it?
Yeah, I looked up. Oh, and sugar.
Oh.
I looked up the recipe, and I'm like, that's literally all it is. I have
the
those
Chinese
ingredients.
mafia is going to come after you now, man. That's a secret they could not afford to lose.
Like I care.
Whoa,
You would have seen
that
this
sounds
coming
like
if you opened up your cookies after dinner. Assholes.
Joe will steal your recipe. Damn it.
Hey, so here's an idea. We've taken down Nintendo. We've taken down the Chinese.
Yeah.
We've taken down a weird store on a mountain.
Yeah. It's not very convenient.
It was
Must do reg on everything we do.
Yeah. I like that. But we're gonna play the trailer. We are doing it finally. It's gonna be a 2-parter again, baby. But we're doing our first Lord of the Rings movie.
Extended edition Lord of the Rings.
And we're doing them out of order, Christopher Nolan style. 2 towers first.
Oh, yeah. No, like the second disc of Two Towers, then the last disc of Return of the King, then one of the ones from The Hobbit.
Yes. And then I skip every other scene in Rocky. We just bring Rocky. So we could really see how those two movies tie together. Okay, so let's have a listen to the trailer of The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring.
Legend tells of a ring created by an ancient evil that gave its wearer the power to enslave the world. Believed lost for centuries, it has now been found.
Is it secret? Is it safe?
This is the One Ring, forged by the Dark Lord Sauron. Sauron needs only this ring to cover all the lands of a second darkness. He's seeking it all. His thought is bent on it.
No one knows it's here, do they? Do they, Gandalf?
The weapon of the enemy is a gift. Let us use it against him.
You cannot wield it. None of us can.
The ring must be destroyed.
It was made in the fires of Mount Doom. Only there can it be unmade.
I know what I must do, but I'm afraid to do it.
One does not simply walk into Mordor.
There is no other way. There's something down there. Precious.
Are you frightened?
Yes.
Not nearly frightened enough.
So that was it, guys. Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah.
We were just talking during the trailer because we don't often watch these trailers. We just yak.
This is the same thing we do with the movies.
And we're both in agreement. Like I've been very open about saying that Star Wars are my favorite movies and all that stuff. But I could not argue these are the best, in my opinion, the best made movies. They're shot better than anything. That everybody acts their ass off.
Oh, it's amazing.
I like
all the sets, all the music, everything.
Too many people screwed out of Oscar nods for this. And I mean, it won so many Oscars, and all I could think was, well, it won like 5 or 6 in the other ones too, right? But it just like every time I watch it, it's like even the last one, they're like, it won 16 Oscars. I'm like, that's not enough Oscars.
No, it didn't win any of the big ones.
Well, in the third
just because
one,
it was a fantasy movie, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give Gandalf an Oscar, man, or something.
he was nominated, but he didn't win.
Oh, he was?
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's an honor to be nominated.
Yeah, it is. But like, I mean, like Aragorn deserved a nomination.
Oh, yeah.
And
I love Viggo Mortensen.
Andy Serkis got robbed by not getting nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
I
in Two
agree.
Towers. And everybody said that. They said it was one of the biggest snubs ever, but it was a real argument of, well, they're like, it's
Was
a
it
CG
really
character.
right?
But they proved it. And that's why their DVD extras prove that every frame of Gollum is Andy Serkis's performance. Like you see him, like they show the side by side with him.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like,
Well, no, they said that sometimes they would tweak it a bit or something,
But it would be-
generally, it was all him. Even
Yeah.
his facial, all the stuff he did with his face. And you watch. I don't usually like watching the behind the scenes stuff, but I loved devouring every minute of those extra things.
well, and I can assure you when we're done this, I will be watching all
Oh
the
yeah,
appendices.
God, I love these movies, man.
These are so good. We're really looking forward to them. We're trying not to there's so many like series of movies that we really like.
Yeah.
And I just want to get them all out. Like if it was up to me, well, it is up to me, so I'm not going to say that. But I mean, I could easily just do these 3 movies all in a row.
Yeah.
And then just like not.
Are we doing them in a row or no?
No.
Okay.
No, we can't. It's because
It would kill
this
me.
is what I'm getting at.
It
It's
will kill us.
yeah. Well, it's not even that. It's I don't like. I want to spread it out. I want to spread out the joy
Right.
that we have for these, right?
Yes.
And I want to like maybe come back in 6 months or whenever
Right,
and do
and do
another
it,
one
right.
and say like, you know, but yeah. So again, we are doing the extended Blu-ray
That's
cut.
the only way to fly.
Which is, yeah, if you're watching the theatrical cut, you have way too much like actual stuff going on in your life, and you really need to shut that down. But
Yeah. Break up with somebody, kill somebody.
break up with them and kill them.
Yeah. That's
because
how
then
you break up with them.
because that's extra time because they're gonna come back and get their shit, and
Yep.
you don't
You don't need that. You
don't
could
need
be
that.
watching the extended edition.
Yeah,
All that
exactly.
crazy shit is happening.
Yeah, I was watching. I was reading a thing today in the trivia where it said if you watched all of them back to back, all the extended cuts back to back, it's like 11 hours 21 minutes.
That's all?
That's what I said, and then I'm like, and then I also recalled I watched the cast commentary on it a few times. Which, by the way, anybody who doesn't get the wordplay, that's where miscast commentary comes from.
It does?
Yeah, but yeah, I was watching the cast commentary, and for the third movie, and then Sean Astin says, "Do you know there's probably somebody out there who's like watching all of these things back to back?" And then Elijah Wood's like, "God bless him," and I just went, "Thanks, Elijah," because that motherfucker has been me dozens of times.
Yep.
I watch this I usually watch this every 6 months, once without a commentary and once with a commentary. Like, so like
Yep.
what? So
It's
like,
worth it, man. It's like
yeah.
fine wine, baby.
It's so good. And I like listening to the cast commentary is the best commentary I've ever heard on a movie.
Do you think that down the line they should update the visuals? Like eventually Gollum's not going to look like up to par. Like, should they go back like in Star Wars and redo him?
I really hope not.
I think I agree.
What I hope is that Peter Jackson runs out of options and starts doing more of the Tolkien shit. And takes to heart the complaints of The Hobbit.
Right.
Particularly, like, the story was good, but
The book is, you could start reading that book and finish it before the first movie is done. So how's that 3 movies, man?
See, and that's the thing. They wanted to spread it out. They're like, it's got to be a trilogy, and you're going to have all these extra parts to it, which is true because, like, The Hobbit, the book, they literally are just, like, that whole thing that happens to Gandalf. There's a plane. We're all going to die.
It was bound to happen.
Never forget April 12th, everybody. when that Cessna crashed into an apartment building and killed 2 people.
Only 2 people. Next door, thank God.
Phew. They are always barbecuing on the balcony.
What the
Not
hell?
legal. Not legal.
Not even close.
But what the fuck was I talking about that?
You talking about Lord of the Rings, bro?
Well, yeah, I had the general
When
thing.
you got
about
kicked
that.
out of the theater for taking your shirt off?
They
You poured all that
they asked
nacho
me
cheese
to
on
stay.
yourself? Yeah, they're like, sir, ridership has just exceeded. They call it ridership.
Is that what they
When
call
they catch people riding you in the theater,
Oh,
it's called
disgusting.
ridership. And you
Nice.
pay double.
Sweet.
You pay on your way out.
All right, that's cool. What the hell? I legitimately, though, I'm trying to remember what I was talking about.
Legitimately?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. No, I don't know.
Okay, we're not going to worry about what I was talking about.
Remind us. Send it in.
Yeah, I'll listen to this episode, and then I'll probably finish my thought during another movie.
No, during, yeah.
It'll be fine. But yeah, we're really, really looking forward to this. There's so much good. We are splitting it up into 2 episodes, which is I actually think where we left off.
Yeah. Did anybody get back to us about whether we should do the whole thing or split it?
Of course not. Nobody emails us.
Yeah, what the frig? Hey, this one will get you.
Okay.
I have 2 boxes of Kellogg's Frosted Flakes at home where when you go online, it would be cooler if back later like you send it away, but you go online now, right? And I get a spoon, like a free cereal spoon. I get 11 characters, nothing fancy, has to be letters.
Yeah.
So somebody out there, whoever sends it in, I'll put it on the spoon.
There you go.
11 letters.
11 letters. Spaces count as characters, though,
Yes.
guys.
Yes.
So-
How do you know this? You work for Kellogg's?
Well, no, that's just how life works. Like, that's how Twitter works. That's how everything works. I've had to explain to Todd several times how Twitter
What
works.
the hell?
He's not interested.
Clearly, eh?
He's not. It's fine. I sit there and I'm like, I'm sitting there on like the Miscast commentary Twitter and on my own Twitter, and I'm like doing like hashtag wars on at midnight, and I'm like going back and forth and like taking turns and doing stuff like that. And then I'm like, oh, I wonder how Todd's Twitter's doing, and it's still the one that wished me happy birthday in December.
I got a lot of shit on the go, bro.
It was good. I understand.
Sleeping, drugs. You know?
He sleeps with the drugs.
Oh yeah.
All right, but anyways, so 2-parter. It's gonna be long. We know we're doing extended cuts. By the time we do Return of the King, that's probably gonna be a 3-parter.
Holy shit, yeah.
Unless somebody says, "Hey, you know what? Just fucking do it."
Giver.
And we will, because we're doing it. We're doing it all at once, anyways. It's not like Todd's going home with disc 1
finished. We should do Return of the King live.
Nothing would
from a place here.
Yeah.
That would make it easy.
Yeah. Well, we could literally just put a camera on and do it live, like on our
Fellowship of the Ring.
That'd be great. But if anybody wants us to do a live, you can contact us. We'll come out and do a live.
Yeah, man.
Nothing would make me happier. I was actually trying to see if I could work something out for this summer, but then like you weren't going to be here.
I don't know when I'll be gone, but I need to be here. I need to go. I need to throw a punch at Sting.
Yeah.
You know his autograph's going to be like $100.
Yeah, I did
for
know.
Sting.
Well, the photo's $100.
Oh my God.
He's like,
I just take a picture.
Apparently he's in makeup, but I don't know that for certain.
He better be in his makeup.
Yeah, for $100.
He better come from the rafters.
Yes.
$100 each time.
Yeah.
All right, kid.
Here we go
Jesus.
again. Well, I had heard that Mark Hamill's were really expensive at one con, and it was like the same kind of thing. It was like $100 or whatever like that. And then it occurred to me, he's the guy I'd pay that for.
Mark Hamill. Of course you would.
Everybody
give Mark Hamill anything.
I absolutely would. I'd give him a Tugger in a dark alley for a quarter. And I'd give him the quarter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. So, enough about Mark Hamill. We love Star Wars, but Lord of the Rings is the focus of the day.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Tune in next week. So as the focus of the day, wait a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Tune in next week. We'll be doing the first half. Like I said, you have the Blu-ray extended cut. We're doing disc 1. That's how it's gonna go.
Extended cut disc 1.
That's how it's gonna go. So you know where to work from. Okay. Love you guys. Email us.
No, they should put on the non-extended version, the theatrical cut, and then watch while we do the extended edition, and you'll know what you're missing out on.
Yeah, listen like a fucking idiot while you hear us talk about rad scenes that you're missing out on.
Sweet shit, man.
Yeah. This is a scene that basically explains everything that happens afterwards, and you're not seeing it because they didn't have time. They didn't think you'd sit through this movie. You know what? I've sat through this movie about 35 times now since 2001. Go fuck yourself.
Just to prove them wrong, when the Fellowship of the Rings ended, I went up and forced him at knife point to play it again.
Yeah. Do it again. I missed 5. I need to cover all those times when I blinked.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, so I'm going to try and
blink. And you write it down.
Intervals.
So exactly, you write it down, and then you opposite blink.
Yes.
It's a whole thing.
Opposite blink is also a disease that you can get. So please
it's
contact
like,
your doctor if you suffer from opposite blink.
Fucking computers go crazy. You're just blinking zeros and ones. Lights are flicking. Like, oh my God.
It's all
it's
good.
Like Lucy's brother.
Oh. I was sitting there like Lucille Ball.
Ball. She had a weird thing, a metal plate in her hip. Fucking shit went crazy. I don't even know what was around back then. Did they have microwaves?
Yeah. I don't know. But here, I remember I had a microwave that was handed down from my grandfather, and it was like wood paneled, like no word of a lie.
And it had a Betamax player on the top.
Yeah, it did, and it really had a lot of things to say about the Irish. But anyways, enough talk about my racist grandfather. Don't worry, he's dead. It's fine. But tune in. We got a lot to say. And just as a little teaser, I'm cutting it off right when I say this. We just said Lucille Ball. Lucille Ball was the perceived grandmother of one of the stars of this movie.
What?
Goodbye.